So when's the best time to start? After you have all the details? Or when you just hear an idea? Well, the truth is it's somewhere in between. But we always want to start before we're ready. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, my name is Mary Gervage, and I am a holistic career strategist and the founder of My Promotion Plan, a company that is on a mission to help 1 million women earn promotions and raises by 2030 through my revolutionary My Promotion Plan system. All right, let's dive in. So, you got this big project coming up at work, something that you've not really done before, and you kind of have this choice to make. You could jump in and help out, or you can kind of stay on the outsides. Now, here's the thing. Whenever we stay on the outside, it feels like we're protecting ourselves in our positions at work because, well, we can't fail if we take on something that we haven't tried before. But the truth is that the only way to gain experience and to move forward is to actually start before we're ready. How many times, if you've looked in the past, if you would have said, you looked back and you're like, oh my gosh, if I would have done that 5 months ago, where would I be today? That's how it happens all so often. But what we do is fear kind of starts to come in whenever we've got a new project or a new initiative or anything new that we're trying to learn or do. And this happens in all areas of life, not just in our careers. But what happens, that fear starts to come in, that uncertainty starts to come in saying, well, maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you won't be able to accomplish it. Maybe you're not capable. And when those things start to rear their ugly heads, it can hold us back. And what happens then is we start to get into this indecision mode. And so we don't make a decision on anything. We don't say, yes, we'll help. We don't say, yes, we can take on this project. We don't start the new thing that we've been thinking about, but we kind of sit there in indecision. And sometimes we're doing research and we're trying to find the best things. Well, here's the thing I've learned is that the best way to learn and the best way to move forward is to start before you're ready. If you try to have every single thing in place, chances are you won't have everything in place anyways. But if you would have started, you would have figured it out along the way. I just recently launched my first podcast, The Mary Gervage Show. I'd love for you to take a listen. But what I learned through this process was definitely start before you're ready. You think, well, how do you become a good podcast host? How do you have great episodes? Well, it's not by recording your first episode, but you can't get to your 100th episode until you've recorded your first. So the key is to become a great podcaster, you have to start recording episodes. What happens sometimes though is we'll look at other people, right? This happens to us a lot. We'll look at other people. When I'm starting this podcast, I could go out there and look at other people who have podcasts and say, well, they're so good. They have this, they have that. And it can be this block that actually stops us from even getting started because we look at what somebody else has. But that's not their starting line. They started the same place that I'm starting. And that's the thing to remember. Whenever you're getting started with something new, maybe there's others around you that are really good at it. Maybe it's public speaking, maybe it's leadership. No matter what it is, it's just important to start your journey today. The sooner you start your journey, the sooner you can actually make improvements and you can actually figure out the things that you don't know that you need to know. There are so many things that I've learned along my podcasting journey, things that I would have never discovered or figured out just through research, because I did research before I got started. But these things never even occurred to me that they would be things that I would need to learn and do. And as you kind of implement things and as you move forward, you're going to naturally see, okay, this is how we can make it better. And this is how we've really done everything in life. When you were a child, you definitely started before you were ready. You didn't wait till you knew all the words to pick up a book and start reading it. No, you started by just trying to sound out the letters. Try to learn one word and then a second word. You did the same thing whenever you were learning to walk. You didn't wait till you knew that you could run. No, first you just got yourself up. You just tried to stand up. And once you stood up, well, then you're like, well, let me take a step. And when you fell down, you just got back up again. And that's the thing. As adults, we have a tendency to judge our progress based on if we have failures or if we make mistakes or if things don't go perfect. And the truth is if you're trying to do anything hard, anything big, anything challenging, you are going to run into obstacles. You're going to run into challenges. But that is just really an opportunity for you to learn something new. And you can always use that experience when you go to do your next project to say, hey, maybe I should consider this thing. But never let fear of uncertainty, fear of if you're capable, stop you from getting started on something. You are far more capable than you think. In order for you to find out, you have to get started. So I want to encourage you, whatever you've been wanting to get started recently, start today. If that's leadership development or career development, I invite you to come into our circle. We've got lots of great resources. You can check them out at maryjervich.com in order for you to get started on your journey and get closer to your goals each and every day. I'd love for you to subscribe and hit that little notification button so you can see the next time we have more videos coming out like this. And remember, you're only one plan away from your next promotion. And God, well, He's not done with you.